So just for clarification, I do these videos in advance because I have a lot of work to do. So if anyone is fabbing in the comments, just so you know, I don't see it. So what is trans? Trans is when a person is not comfortable with their assumed gender or body expectation. Trans has more something with the mental brain to do than the actual biological states of the body. There are many theories on how people are or why are trans. My personal theory is that when the fetus are developing, does the body itself not understand the human gender stereotypes and therefore just makes a human being with whatever components there is. Research found that there is somewhat a difference between male brain and the female brains, and trans people have the brains of their gender that they assume themselves with research further indicates, or how should I put this, the brain is becoming one with the body when the trans person are doing HRT. This means that in the Bronze era of humankind there already existed trans and gay folks, so these things are not something new. The question is now why people are so scared and terrified of it. Put a cat in a room and fill the room with a box and watch. The cat is interested first, but then decides what should do next. It sits in it, maybe choosing to sleep on the carpet. Take the cat and force the cat to sit and sleep in a box. Then it becomes more angry, frustrated and sad. The cat hates you, the room and the box. Take a cat in a room and fill it with boxes or different shapes and sizes. The cat is allowed to sleep everywhere. The cat is fulfilled in some way. The problem isn't stereotypes, it is that people are forced into them. When I was sitting one time outside on the playground of my school, was I wearing a pride pin. A child came along and questioned if I was gay. She had a smirk on her face. One of my school friends said that she should go fuck herself and piss off, which she did, just so that a school kid questioned me literally second later why am I gay and how I feel about my fantasies. The point is that a cat with their oversimplified stereotype are curious about different stereotype. The cis cat is curious and only sees the skin of the trans cat and not the brain behind it, and only question based on that. It is objectification of a living being. If you would like question those things on a cis cat, they would look at you disgusting and you will get a sexual harassment complaint because you asked if they had the surgery. Every type of transphobia. The cat killed the curiosity. I just explained that one. Projection. A person is trans himself and cannot see it, or is confused himself. Therefore he or she is mad at the folks that gained inner peace. Trauma. A person sees trans people as aliens and therefore disgusting folks who have no right to exist. Gooner. A person who is somewhat sexually attracted to trans people but who have not the spine to admitting it. This can lead to them seeing trans people as sexual pieces who can be used whenever they like it. Misogyny type 1. Dick-controlled. A male who is misogynistic and therefore deep down also hates trans women and therefore treats them like such a woman. Misogyny type 2. Soulless. The misogyny of society has led females acting in roles as they seem to fit in the cultural beliefs. But not everybody likes these roles. The patriarchy yet forces still to do their job. Therefore, there exist some females who know how to cook, how to clean, how to carry a baby, but not how to handle inner madness. These women have therefore an inner hatred towards people they don't like. They learn to clean, but not how to be a human being. Therefore they have no empathy and no soul. Coping. People generally know their place in the universe and the planet, but what if you don't know? The person will hate people who have found their place. That also counts gay people who get discrimination because they're gay and think that being transphobic or trying to be more traditional will get them somewhere. And that's basically all the stereotypes of transphobia. Many transphobia have these characteristics but yet ignore their arguments, and you basically see what their true meaning all is. Misogynists really hate trans women because in the eyes of the misogynist is the man the upper being and the woman is the stupid one, so it needs to be controlled. Their body is just the amusement. But a man trying to be a woman and giving all away your self-made up misogynistic privilege, that's why people focus so much on trans women and not trans men. Ah, look at that girl who's trying to get male privilege by trying to look like one. How pathetic, but a man trying to be a woman? Oh, the entire structure of misogyny falls apart in their own made-up head, and that is threatening to them. Trans affirmation is not based on the skin, it is based on the mind, on the brain, on psychological and other science, but for people who only see the skin of a person, is that never seeable. They will very likely never understand it, because that's how they've grown up, and bringing new ideas for them really is the end of the world for them.